What's good? It's Illuminati in the building. Gazer. I'm just kidding. Yo, it's my black opinion here. Alright, so today I'm going to be doing another video talking about ex-red pill individuals and things of that sort. And I know that there's a lot of different people who are in the middle of the desert, okay? They finally just got out of this red pill indoctrination. They finally got out of the red pill fucking paradigm frequency. And today I really just want to talk about my advice that I would give you after you leave the red pill. All right? Because personally for me, I feel like I live in reality. I feel like I see the world for what it truly is. I'm not really talking no metaphors. I'm not talking about um emotional shit. I just spit the fucking hardcore truth. And a lot of people personally, for me, I feel like I'm so confident. I feel like I believe in what the fuck I say so much that I really don't care about people's approval. All right? People could stay on these videos, people could leave these videos, people could subscribe, people could unsubscribe. I've lost a few subscribers, which is fine. You know why? Because I take truth over acceptance. If I lost all my subscribers, if my subscribers were 0, I will continue to speak the truth no matter what. But anyway, that this video is not about that. This video is about advice for the ex-red pill individuals, and we really just want to tune it up, do what we need to do, and really show y'all niggas what the fuck reality actually is, because y'all niggas are tripping. So let's continue. Let's start this shit. So a lot of red pill individuals really step into the red pill because they can't get a girlfriend. They're trying to get into a relationship. They're trying to get acceptance when it comes to females, etc., 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 etc. All right. Now, a lot of different niggas in the red pill want a rotation, and the reason why they want a rotation isn't necessarily because they want to get pussy, but because they want to have female validation and female acceptance. You got to understand that you need to look a little bit deeper than just a rotation. You got to really look from within. All right? Within, you have a void in your heart. Usually this happens after a breakup. Usually this happens because of frustration. Usually this happens because you feel low self-esteem, etc., etc. So you want to get that validation, you really want to get that acceptance, and etc., etc. Now, keep in mind that you don't have to be a hoe out here to feel good about yourself. All right? Here's the thing between the difference between me and the red pill. For me, I believe in the internal. All right? I believe that it is very important to believe that you are good enough internally. I've always had the aura that I was good enough. And this isn't really what the red pill says. The red pill says that you're blue pill. The red pill says that you are beta, etc., etc. I see myself as good enough. Point blank, period. You know what I mean? So here's the thing. For me, I don't need a rotation. And I think for the majority of you guys, you don't need a rotation. All right? The reason why you want a rotation is because you don't feel good enough inside yourself. I am so content and I am so highly of myself that I don't really need girls out here to validate me. I don't need these hoes out here to validate me. I know who I am and I know that I'm good enough just as I am. Point blank, period. And I don't need these red pill leaders to validate me. I don't need MGTOW to validate me. I don't need Democrats or Republicans to validate me. You know why? Because I know that I'm dope. I know what the fuck I'm saying is the truth. So I don't really need homies to be like, or even women to be like, oh, you're dope as fuck. I know I'm dope as fuck. You understand that shit? In high school, I was an outcast. Nobody liked me in high school. Nobody liked me in high school. You know why? Because I thought on a different paradigm. I thought on a higher frequency. You got to understand that shit. Sometimes you don't fit in because you think on a higher frequency. Sometimes you don't fit in because people can't understand you. Sometimes you don't fit in because you're just too awesome. You were meant for these motherfuckers. So you go ahead and you think about it, right? You want a rotation because you want validation and acceptance from women, right? You got to think on a different paradigm. You got to think on a higher paradigm. Right? You got to think on a higher paradigm. Because you ain't want the majority of the niggas out here don't want a rotation because of pussy. The majority of you niggas want a rotation because you have a void inside saying, listen, I'm not good enough unless I'm smashing all these women. I'm not a man unless I'm smashing all these broads. I'm not alpha enough if I'm not smashing all these broads. I just want to take that alpha beta shit and just smash it. Disintegrate it. Thanos that shit. I am who the fuck I am. And I love who the fuck I am. Alright? Am I trying to flaunt with my anchor arms claiming that I'm beta or claiming that I'm alpha? No, I don't have no anchor arms, nigga. I don't know if y'all niggas watch SpongeBob, but I just see a lot of niggas with anchor arms. I see a lot of niggas with anchor arms. You say one thing to pierce their ego and them anchor arms pop like a motherfucker. And then they expose themselves for who they truly are. Take off your anchor arms, nigga. Alright? And really, instead of trying to do shit, ask yourself why you are doing it. You need to learn how to validate yourself. You need to learn self-love, and you need to learn that you are good enough as you are. But the red pill doesn't embrace that shit. The red pill says, you a beta. You're just a little baby in my arms. You don't know what you're talking about. You ain't got a mind. You ain't know shit. You ain't know a goddamn thing. You just a little baby. You're just a little beta. You're just a little soft nigga. I never believed that shit in my life. I never believed in that alpha beta bullshit. My question is this: looking at this video, am I an alpha or am I a beta? Am I an alpha or am I? Because here's the thing: humans are extremely complex individuals. I am who the fuck I am, and I can still get women despite that. Except I get women who think on a higher frequency. I get women who are intelligent. I get women who are good women. You understand that shit? But let's continue. Let's continue, alright? I just really want to address this shit. Stop thinking about a rotation. Stop thinking about all this female validation. Stop. Invalidate yourself. Instead of trying to prove to the world that you're good enough, just know that you are good enough. And you don't need these red pill leaders to tell you that you're good enough or if you're good enough or not. You don't need these women to tell you if you're good enough or not. You don't need your teachers to tell you if you're good enough or not. You probably need your boss to tell you because you might die, but you might lose your job, starve, and die, but you know what I mean. Learn to have a mentality that you are good enough. Now, there are basic essentials that are very important, all right, that you need to keep up, all right. But at the core of your spirit, God made you in his own amazing, immaculate type of way. I will just be teaching you how to express that awesome. Okay? And be the best version of yourself. Because your personality, it's not about your personality. It's about being the best version of your personality. See, the red pill tries to make you into some kind of clone, some kind of Rip Chad clone. If you look at these red pill motherfuckers, they all look the same. I don't look red pill. Do I look red pill? I don't know. I'm different. You know why? Because I love myself and I express myself the way that I want to express myself. I don't worry about shit. But here's some basic essentials. Number 2, shower. Okay? Shower. Don't be 800 pounds. Have at least a decent style. Don't maybe a t-shirt, maybe a white t-shirt. You like white tees? Some jeans, some shoes. All right? Do your hair okay. Like okay, decently. All right? It's some basic shit. Just be normal, okay? Just look normal. That's number 1. That's number 1, all right? So you got that shit out of the way. Look normal. Don't be 500 pounds. Have at least a decent style. Maybe t-shirt and some jeans. I don't give a fuck. And that's it. Okay, great. So you got that shit down. I think that anybody could do that shit. If you're struggling showering, you know what I mean? I don't know what the fuck to say to you. But whatever. That's number 2. So the basic essentials are taken out of place. Number 1, know that you're good enough. Number 2, do the basic fucking shit to make you attractive, which means showering. Don't stink like a motherfucker. Don't, just wear your shit. Dope. Great. So we got that shit out the way. Number 3. So now the majority of the people who want to get into the red pill, the reason why they want to get into the red pill is because they want to get themselves a girlfriend. Yeah, guys, I want a fucking girlfriend. So I'm gonna teach y'all niggas how to get a girlfriend. It's really quite simple on how to get a girlfriend. So this is how the fuck you do it. All right, because the red pill says, oh, you need to be a Chad and you gotta show her that you get women and you gotta do this and you gotta do that. It's really quite simple. It's really quite normal. All right. Number 1, if you don't know how to talk to people, it's probably gonna be hard to talk to women, right? So if you don't know how to talk to people, it's gonna be hard to talk to women. So go to events, go to concerts, go to meetups, etc., etc. Learn how to talk to people. All right. Learn how to loosen that muscle so you're able to talk to as many people as possible. That's number 1. Great. So you went to events, you loosen the muscle, and now you know how to talk to people because you put yourself out there. You know what I mean? Because the majority of the people, especially in middle school, they're too shy to talk to women. Now you're in the I don't know, top 50%. You're doing what you're doing good and everything like that. Great, congratulations. Now you know how to talk to women. That's part 1. Number 2. All right. You got to go to events and you got to go to places with women who are like you. I mean, personally, there's places like Harvard University, and let's say you want to be a musician, right? Harvard University, you want to be a musician. And then there's Berklee School of Music. All right. These are both very great colleges. Harvard is the stereotypical best college out there. Now, when I say Harvard, I want to compare that to Instagram models on Instagram. I see a lot of different people trying to get these Instagram models, trying to get just the goodest looking motherfucker, great body and shit like that. But my question is this: is Harvard University the school for you? Like, there's the best school, but is it the best school for you? Because honestly, you could get so much more. You can learn about music marketing. You can learn how to play an instrument. You can learn how to master. You can learn how to make CDs. Get that shit on streaming if you go to Berklee School of Music. So you might get more out of Berkeley School of Music, the nerdy girl who you kind of ignore, than you get out of Harvard University. Right? But you want the stereotypical best girl. So going into that analogy, all right, I'm a lead in with this because I like talking about parables and shit like that. You go ahead and you need to find the girl who is best for you. Not just, oh, she's cute. I don't know what to talk about with her, but she cute though. Find the girl who is best for you. All right? So you already know how to talk to these women now. You already know how to talk to these people, just people in general. You don't even need to know how to do pickup. Just know how to talk to people just in general. So you got to go to people where the girls who are best for you are. All right? Let's say that you love Tekken. Let's say you love comic books. Let's say you love anime. Go to Comic-Con. Go to anime conventions. Go to cosplay conventions. You've been struggling trying to relate to these women. You've been being kicked around when it comes to these women. You've been manipulated by all these women. Okay. Now you are in your domain. Now you are in your environment. Right? Let's even make this even more fucking specific. Let's say you like playing Dungeons and Dragons. Right? But the media is saying, yo, the way to meet girls is to go to bars and clubs. Bars and clubs, that's where you meet the hotties. That's where you meet the girls who are good for you. That's where you meet the the best quality women. When in reality, to be honest, bars and clubs probably the worst type of women. Probably the worst type of women. Not all the women who go to bars and clubs are bad people, but I'm just saying, probably not the best quality woman out there. Right? Okay. So now, listen. Instead of going to that bar and club, why don't you go to the Dungeons and Dragons Club? You know that girl who you've been ignoring because you want to get into Harvard University, but honestly, Berkeley University is just as good when it comes to music than Harvard University. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about, right? That girl you've been ignoring who's in the Dungeons and Dragons Club, and honestly, if she really fixed herself up, she could look just as beautiful and just as pretty as that fucking Instagram model on Instagram. Because to be honest, the majority of Instagram models are like fives, but they just put on makeup to make themselves thin. Anyway, I'm getting too fucking real. Go to places where people have similarities to you. Before you say, oh man, I'm too scared to talk to this woman. Woo! Too scared. You ain't scared no more. But my black opinion, what do we talk about? Now you know what to talk about. Alright? Okay, so you're in the Dungeons and Dragons Club. You meet this girl. You go up to her, you know what the fuck you talking about now. Let me teach you how to structure that conversation. I'm gonna just use my own example. So let's say I'm at Comic-Con. Yo, what's good? I just really want to say that your costume is looking fire. I've never cosplayed before in my life, personally. But I don't know. I just thought you were super cool. What show are you from? What show are you from? Because that show looks super fucking familiar. Oh, that's lit. That's really lit. That's awesome. So you start out with a little introduction, like, use your fucking surroundings, and that's just gonna be easy if you go to places where you have similarities. That's just gonna be easy. Little super stupid opener shit. Oh, that's lit. You know what I mean? That's awesome and shit. Oh man. you know. Well, that's cool. Like, where are you from? Like, I was just really curious about you. You seem really cool. You seem really chill, and I really just wanted to say hello. Oh, I'm from California and blah 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 blah. Okay, I'm being misogynistic as fuck. Cool. She from California. She from Cali. Congratulations. Well, man, I gotta go pretty soon. Listen, my crew is about to head out. There's a lot of stuff that man, I really want to talk to you more, but I'm gonna be super busy. But I am free tomorrow. I was just wondering if you were free to maybe get some coffee or some tea or some shit. I know a dope tea shop. I was just wondering because, look, I'm looking to watch more anime. I know that you're really into anime. Maybe we could watch anime together. And I don't know. I just think that you're really cool. I think that you're really chill. And I don't know. I think I kind of want to take you out on like a little date if that's cool. Boom. You got the opener, a little conversation, and then the closer. Boom. Now you know what the fuck you doing. You know what the fuck you talking about. I literally just equipped you in 10 minutes. What do these dating coaches have? Uh, yo. If you want to get a girl, up, down, down, A, B, left, right, analog stick, flip the controller, break dance, and then she'll have sex with you. Like, shut the fuck up, okay? It's quite fucking simple. All right. Now you're out on the date, you're chilling, you're cool, but you gotta understand that there's a lot of crazy bitches out here. If you feel like this chick has red flags, and also if you don't like this girl, don't go out on a date with her. It seems like a lot of people go out with people who they don't even like. I just sent you a world of fucking hurt by just telling you not to go out with girls who you don't like. Oh my gosh. Make sure that you like the girl. Boom. You're out on the date. You're kind of scanning for red flags and everything like that. In those type of situations, it's just the first small type of date and shit. You know what I mean? If it goes well, it goes well. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But keep in mind, as you continue to go on dates, really know what you want. And don't be afraid to walk away if she's not going to give you what you want. I'm not talking that booty. I'm talking like you want to be a Pokemon master and travel across the world, and she wants to settle down, have kids, stay in the house all day, and have you go to work. How the fuck is that gonna work? That shit ain't gonna work. If you're trying to be Ash Ketchum, get yourself a Misty. Get yourself a Misty. Don't get yourself a Nurse Joy. You only gonna see her twice a year or at the Pokemon Center, and you can't even tell if that's Nurse Joy or the other fucking nurse clone bitch. Make sure that she's on your frequency. Make sure she's on your paradigm, and make sure that she's doing what you want to do. Because inevitably, I mean, fuck, that shit might not work out, and you don't want to waste no nigga's time. That's what I would recommend personally. This is advice from me, not the fucking red pill shit. Next, my advice instead of the red pill advice: be independent. All right, I say this shit because it is so imperative that you think for yourself. All right. Personally, I am not a part of any movement at this point in my life. I wear my own jersey. I do what I feel like is right. I say what is right. I speak the truth. And the truth has no fucking label. Alright? The truth doesn't have no label. There is no, I'm a Republican, so what I say is true. I'm a Democrat, what I say is true. The truth is the truth. All right. So if Democrats are saying the truth, I will be like, okay, I see what you're saying. If Republicans are saying the truth, I see what you're saying. All right. But despite that, I stand for the Truth Party. All right, the Truth Party, not the conservative liberal party. I stand for the Truth Party. All right. So, in my humble opinion, it is very important to have a mentality of independence and think for yourself. Have your own mind. You know why? Because if you don't have your own mind, it is easy for you to be indoctrinated by other people. It is easy for you to be manipulated by other people. Hence the red pill. They try to bully you into thinking their way. Feminists, they try to bully you into thinking your way. And the way that you really build an independent type of mind is by going out, experiencing the world for yourself, and doing what you need to do. Right? Let's say the red pill says all single mothers are trash. You go out and you meet the nicest single mother that you ever met. What the fuck is that? Let's say they claim all women are sluts. You meet yourself a virgin girl for the first time. What is that? See, I've experienced so much in life that I don't fall for this bullshit. You know why? Because I'll go outside and I think individually and I wear my own fucking jersey. I ain't wearing the jersey for no team. Period. Because when you think independently, you don't just disregard the flaws of a movement. If I go out and I see Trump doing some fuck shit, I'm gonna call him out on that fuck shit. Do I like Trump? Do I think Trump is cool? Yes, I do think Trump is cool as fuck. If there's certain things that I agree with Biden's campaign, be like, okay, Biden, I see you. I look at objective situations. I look at objective people. I don't just be saying, I follow this movement and I will follow this movement until I die. I constantly grow. I constantly gain knowledge. And I constantly evolve. And when you staple yourself to a group, you can't evolve. You can't evolve. You can't evolve. I'm focused on evolution. I'm focused on growth. And I am not afraid to evolve. Think independently. Think independently. Because there's one fallacy that I really want to talk about. It's this. I am good as I am. No, it shouldn't be I am good as I am. It is I should develop to be the best version of myself. And the only way that you could be the best version of yourself is if you think with an independent mind. The smartest person in the room isn't the one who knows everything. The smartest person in the room is the person who asks Why? So don't be afraid to ask why. I'm not saying to look down on your traits. I'm just saying don't be afraid to ask why. So I taught you self-esteem. I taught you how to get women. I taught you to be independent. Now, the fourth thing that I really want to talk about that's going to separate you from everybody else is being on your purpose. And this is one of the only things that really, like, I kind of agree with the red pill. Because when you focus on your purpose, you're not going to be distracted by all of these movements or all these ideologies or feeling like you need to fulfill yourself because you have some void. A lot of these people who go to rallies, a lot of these people who go to and have their politics define them, or their ideology define them, or all that type of shit. You know what? Or the people who are activists for nothing, they ain't got no purpose. They ain't got no purpose in life. So they're out here trying to fight for nothing. And a lot of these people are miserable. They ain't really doing anything. They're not doing shit. So they need a void to fill. They need a void to fill that loneliness. They need a void to fill their lack of purpose in life, because we live in such a uphill, low drama society. They need something. And that's why I think and I believe truly that Black Lives Matter is a thing. That's why I believe that the red pill is a thing. That's why I think black pill is a thing. That's why I think Ibmore is a thing. That's why I think hardcore Republicans and hardcore conservatives are a thing. Or liberals are a thing. Because they ain't got no purpose. If you are a musician and you spend every waking day strumming your guitar, trying to get better on a daily, you're focused on gigs every single day. You're focused on making songs every single day. You got a prank YouTube channel. You trying to record pranks every single day. You trying to figure out what prank could be better every single day. You're a storyline YouTuber like Swoozy or Kurt Ritchie. Oh, yeah, I'm trying to figure out what videos I could make on a daily basis. I don't have time to go to a march. I ain't got time to do this red pill shit. I need to get ends meet. What is that? What is that? A lot of these people live a miserable life because they do not have a purpose. It is imperative to have a purpose. Also, keep in mind, when you have a purpose, you'll attract more women having a purpose. You won't be blowing up chicks' phones having a purpose. You won't be needy having a purpose. That's how I am. I don't be blowing up people's phone because I'm on my purpose. I don't be doing any of that shit because I'm on my purpose. In fact, I feel like women like certain women. Certain women like to see a man progress more than they like stagnation. So being on your purpose, having a purpose in life is important. And also having a purpose in life will make women not your purpose in life. I think it's very important that you don't make the woman your purpose in life. She needs to be in the fucking passenger seat of your life. You know what I mean? So that's how I feel. Be on your purpose. Last but not least, I really just want to talk about living on a higher frequency. Okay? This is the last thing that I really want to talk about. I want to talk about living on a higher frequency. I see a lot of different homies out here, right? A lot of homies out here, like, I don't get why I keep on attracting Thought Quisha. And I don't understand why all these dots want me, and I always get these crazy bitches, and I always get these low quality bitches and shit like that. Like, I don't understand what the fuck is going on. You see this high quality woman, this high integrity woman, you're like, oh, I want her. But if you're acting like a demon, how the fuck do you expect to get an angel? How does that make sense? Because darkness cannot attract to light. That does not make sense. Darkness repels light. Light repels darkness. Oil and water. You gotta live yourself on. You gotta live on a higher frequency. You know why? Because the lower frequency you are, the lower frequency people you're going to attract. If you treat your life like shit, if you're smoking cocaine on fucking Instagram, hanging out with all these Tatianas on Instagram, Doc Quishas, you know what I mean? So in AK-47s, while some bitch is sucking you off in a picture, what the fuck do you think you're going to attract? Do you think you're going to attract Angelica, the beautiful little angel? Or do you think she's going to be repulsed by that shit? That's my question. You got to really ask yourself why you're attracting these females. I really just want to bring this up just in general. You got to ask yourself why you're attracting these females. All right? Are you living on a higher frequency? Are you living on your best frequency? Are you the best version of yourself? Are you the best version of yourself? You gotta live yourself on a higher frequency. You know why? And the red pill don't teach you that shit. The red pill just teaches you to fuck all these hoes. That's what the red pill teaches you. But you're out here living on this low ass frequency, right? And you expect women of value to not laugh at your ass when you DM this bitch. You out here looking like a dusty. You ain't read your Bible since birth. You ain't even read your Bible in the past life. You ain't do no community service. You don't love your mama. You don't provide for your family. You ain't no family man. You fucked all of these thoughts. All of these zaddies. Every single last one. All these bad girls. All these succubus. And you're like, hey, Angelica, the angel girl. Where you at, bro? Just imagine if the roles were reversed. You a good man. Little Daquisha fuck every single nigga down the block. Little Daquisha is at the club and the bar every weekend. Little Daquisha doing cocaine every single day with her brother, with her brothers, toting up guns. Yeah, I'm lit. Yeah. You ain't lit. You're not. And she's like, huh? Why can't I find myself a good man? What? Your frequency is so low, it's not even a frequency anymore. So you gotta look at your frequency. I'm not saying you gotta be a Christian fucking pastor. I'm just saying at least be a good person. At least be a good person, because when you are a good person, you will attract a good person into your life. Either a good person or a succubus, but you know how empaths sometimes attract broken chicks. Yeah, be careful of them motherfuckers. And you'll know if she's a broken chick, because you're gonna feel a magnetic force to want to fix her. Don't try to fix her. But for the most part, good people attract good people. You become who you usually hang around. So hang around good people. Be a good person. Brand yourself as a good person. Constantly try to figure out how you could be a better person to others. And that frequency will attract women of a higher frequency, but also people of a higher frequency. I'm personally trying to live on a higher frequency. Years before this, I was living on a lower frequency. And guess what I attracted? Thoughts, drug dealers, killers, criminals. That's what I attracted. That's what I attracted. I attracted criminals. And I would hide that type of life because honestly, I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed by myself. I'm like, I know good people are gonna be repulsed by my ass. I knew that shit. You gotta live higher. You gotta be better. You gotta do better. So that's my 5 pieces of advice. Number 1, self esteem, right? Self esteem. Number 2, how to get women. Number 3, you know what I mean? Fuck. What was number 3? Well, it was 5 shits. So I hope that you really enjoyed this video, and that's it. I hope you have a good one. Peace.